Hi there, Aquarius. Welcome to your reading. Today we're going to be doing a reading about you and your person. We're going to start with general energies and then we're going to jump into the tarot for more detail. First card out is Wide Open with the number 42. Next you get the number 44 with Strength. This also speaks to fertility, it speaks to abundance, and it reduces down to an 8. And then we have Coming to Life. All right, so with the number 29. So Aquarius, I'm getting that those of you tuning in today have your options wide open when it comes to romance. You also have something already in mind with someone specific with the Field of Dreams, and you're manifesting a change in your love life here. So we're going to have to dive deeper to see what that is, but you're definitely having some kind of idea, dream with regards to your love life come to life, and you have a lot of other options and opportunities at this time. So set your intentions carefully. All right, you have this as your background energy intention with number 22. Make sure that your desire, your thoughts are really tuned in and honed in on what you want to manifest from a place of love instead of from a place of fear or from a place of desire versus a place of need, that kind of thing. So just make sure that you've cleaned up your thoughts, because you are in a manifestation energy right now, which means at any point in time, at any minute, this week, next week, thoughts could be turning to things for you very fast. So you just want to make sure that you're on the lookout for any negative thoughts or anything that didn't come from a positive place. All right, so that's your overall energies for the week. And this reading goes into the next 3 weeks for you. So we're going to jump to more detail now to see who you're connecting to, how they're feeling about you, and vice versa. So we get Y with the number 31. What else? We get Flexible with the number 19. And your final card is the No Place Like Home card with the number 50 for change. So there's something about your journey when it comes to love that has been shifting for you. Here at the bottom, we have a change in the wind with the number 12. So you're trying to co-create with spirit when it comes to your love life. You're trying to get to the bottom of why something continues to repeat as a pattern when it comes to romance in your life. And you're understanding for the first time in a long time that a lot of this comes from within, from things that you haven't resolved internally that then manifest in your external world, all right, in your physical experience. And so you're trying to clean up house. You're trying to make sure that anytime you find a little kink in the thought process of how you feel about your self-worth, your value, and what you want in a partner, that you understand where that's coming from and why that's in place, right? So if you tend to gravitate towards a certain type of persona or personality, when you're swiping left or swiping right, you're trying to figure out where that's coming from. And is that something that's coming from a healthy place, from the life? Is it in tune with the life that I want for myself in the future? Is it in tune with the life that I have now? Or is it something that's coming from my past, from my history of who I used to be, of the damaged parts of me that are calling out for attention? All right, so it's very critical this week that you are forming thoughts, feelings, and self-assessing based on the life you'd like to have, the life you currently have, the person you currently are today, and not perpetuating situations by blindly following impulses that are coming from a broken place or a past place that you have just shoved away and not revisited for a while. All right, so let's start pulling your cards and see who you're connecting to. Who's Aquarius connecting to in love? First card out is the Queen of Wands, but in reverse. Next card out, the Black Newman in reverse. How interesting. The deck is upright, so I don't know why these cards are flipping in reverse. Oh, here's another one. The Emperor. So there's somebody that you're connecting to that has a very strong personality. You haven't been in contact or communication with this person recently. There's been a little pause. There's, with the Two of Pentacles to the Hierophant, there's a choice to make with regards to this person. I think that either you or this person are reassessing the connection to understand how it feels currently. All right, this is an evolving connection with someone. It looks like things got a little bit rocky recently, and one of you took space to sort things out. So there's no action being taken at this time. And it feels like there's a bit of a pause in communication or a pause in seeing things eye to eye. It's almost like a timeout is happening here. We have the White Newman, the Four of Swords, to the High Priestess. So there's an idea or some clarity that's going to come to you in the evening, Aquarius. There's a thought process that had to be finished. Maybe you're self-assessing, you're reassessing, you're realizing something. But you're going to get some kind of download or realization in the evening this week, one day in the evening this week. And it's going to feel like a download from the ethereal realm, from the divine realm, because things are going to really click about this situation that you just went through with this person and why it happened and how you need to move forward from it. All right. So there's something you've been chewing over this week. And then the next card out is the Magician. You're definitely about to manifest something big when it comes to your love life. All right. We had three extra cards that flew out along with the Magician, and that would be the Seven of Cups, the Six of Pentacles, and the Devil. All right. So there is something, like I said, from your past that haunts you, that throws you off balance when it comes to connecting with other people in romantic ways. And whatever that is, it's like a thought pattern or process that you continuously have a knee-jerk reaction about. Aquarius, it's probably what caused this pause in your connection with the person that's on your mind right now. And you're working on how to balance that out, how to tweak how you're reacting to this. And with the Devil energy here, this just speaks to being tempted to take the easy way out and just do what you normally do. But you see it right here next to the Six of Pentacles with you trying to balance that back out and make a better choice. All right. So I do think that you're trying to make a better choice here in how you normally react. And I would guess that some of you normally react by walking away, by pulling back your emotions, by taking longer to figure out if you want to invest in the person that you're dealing with. So they must have done something that triggered you, that made you feel like suspicious, or taking a pause for some reason to reassess how you feel about going into a commitment with this person. So let's see if we get any more detail here, but that's what I'm picking up right now. I feel like this is a relationship on pause. Ten of Wands. This has been a major obstacle for you, not only in this connection, but in past romantic connections. So there is a sense that this has come up for you now as a lesson, and you're meant to be able to get past this pretty easily since this is a repeated lesson. There's just a couple steps left for you to graduate to the next level and not have to repeat this again. But what is going on? Ace of Cups. So you're on the verge of giving somebody your trust, all right, opening up. And it gets scary when you're at that point. And so I think there has to do with how you deal with sharing your emotions, sharing your love. And so when you get to the point with someone where you're so romantically involved that you're about to give them power over how you feel, give them access to your full heart you're basically taking your walls down. So that's what we have here. You're taking your walls down with someone, and it's a very scary moment. And sometimes I think some of you self-sabotage just before doing this because you look for reasons to leave or not to do it, or you really scrub their behaviors to see if they're worthy of you letting down your walls. There's something about that here where you're having problems opening up and then blaming the other person, Aquarius, because you find faults. If you look for faults, you will find faults because nobody's perfect, right? So there's something about that here, about taking a really important look at where your thoughts are deriving from. Is it a fear-based thought or is it a love-based thought? Are you embracing the new life that you're building and co-creating with Spirit, or are you holding on to the past life that you've experienced and those cycles that you do not want to repeat any longer? All right, so let's see who you're dealing with and how your person feels about you at this time, because that's what's going on with you. Let's see what's going on with your person, how they feel about you. Okay, first card for your person is the Two of Wands. Next two cards out, we got, actually three. We got the Lovers, we got the Page of Wands, and the Queen of Swords. So this person is a bit at a distance from you. Maybe emotional distance, physical distance. They're waiting for you to make a move. I think they feel like the ball's in your court and there's something that they're expecting from you. Let's clarify this Page of Wands, clarified by the Queen of Pentacles, one more, and the Eight of Cups. It looks like you're keeping this person in a perpetual guessing game of, will Aquarius stay or will Aquarius go? And so they're like looking for an action from you. They're looking to see if you're willing to make an investment further into this connection. And I do see your back turned with the Queen of Pentacles, which means very slow moving progress or energy. Clarify the Lovers. Here we have the King of Pentacles, the High Priestess in reverse, and the Moon. They thought things were going well, and then suddenly they felt like a change in the wind. They felt like you pulled away, or you are in the process of pulling away. And so this person has lost touch with source, with their higher self, with regards to why this could have happened. They're kind of lost. They're kind of disconnected. I see them with the High Priestess in reverse. They have no clue what's happening when it comes to you. And with the Moon card, I do feel that they're in their feelings right now. Let's clarify the Moon card. Two of Swords again, confusion, needing to make a decision. 10 of Swords was at the bottom there. So they feel very sad, almost defeated. I think they're just at a loss for words. Then we have the Three of Swords to the 10 of Wands to the Sun. So this person feels like you've been very cold towards them. You've put up your walls higher than ever towards them. They don't see a path currently towards happiness with you. They're still here trying to work through things like they would like to, but they don't think they can do that on their own. And so we have here 8 of Swords, 10 of Swords. This person's very stuck in their head. I don't see them reaching out or saying anything. The background cards are 7 of Swords, Strength, and the Chariot, and the Hierophant. They're holding on to this connection by a thread because they think that there still could be a possibility of salvaging it. But at the same time, they're worried that you're not going to make the effort to keep things going. They don't know where your head is at right now, Aquarius. And I think they need some kind of heads up from you or some kind of sign before they can make a move because they're really confused. So let's see anything else that comes out in the detail. Anything hidden that Aquarius needs to know, anything important. Facing it. Something isn't right, so don't be afraid to find out the truth. It will set you free. Tell me more. All right, so we got magnetic attraction. So there's a big, alluring, lustful, irresistible attraction between you and this person. You guys keep getting like pulled back to each other, and then you get a hide behind material things. Your person is trying to avoid speaking to you, figuring out what's wrong, all this stuff, by keeping themselves busy with everyday life, with things that they have to get done, etc. They're just distracting themselves. And there's something that you have on your mind, that whatever it is that caused you to pull away or put your walls back up, you haven't really talked to this person about it, or I don't think that you've asked them the question that you really want to ask. So I need to work on myself. I'm trying to clear my head. I think that's what your person's doing. Could be you as well. You deserve better than them. There could be finances in the middle, and then my pride and ego got hurt, so I wanted revenge. All right, so there seems to be some kind of fight going on between you and this person, and there's a sense here of a bit of jealousy. So it could be that you're not necessarily in a committed connection with this person. It could be that they use excuses such as not having money or time to do certain things in the connection or invest in the connection. At the bottom, we had hookup. So it could be that there is some kind of third-party interference that happened here. Either way, I think what you're being asked to do here is to ask the questions that you need to ask to get clear about how you feel regarding this person and this connection, because it's stagnated and it's really bothering you, so it's not letting you move forward towards other better dreams that need to manifest for you. So you're in a phase right now, Aquarius, where you could be manifesting lots of wonderful things, and you're stuck instead because you have some question in your head that remains unanswered. Tell me more. I cannot support your actions. It's too much for me to deal with. So there's definitely a back and forth going on with you and this person. You guys are really upset at each other for one reason or another. reconciliation is in order for some of you. So I think for some of you, you're going to make up with this person. And for others of you, you feel like there was something that triggered you from your past that made you react in a certain way. And you, after thinking about it, you may feel like you overreacted, but that's not going to be for everybody. And the last one here is new love. All right, so honeymoon phase, childlike, moving on, new beginning. And then I'm caught up in a karmic relationship. All right, so this could have multiple meanings. This could mean that you guys are connecting with someone and it's very new, and so you feel scared to open up, and you feel scared that this is going to be a repeated lesson, the karmic relationship you've had over and over again. That's one possibility here. Or for others of you, this could mean that one of the partners in this connection has been exploring a new love connection on the side, and that's why you feel there's been a shift here. And so there's definitely an unanswered question that needs to be answered here. There's definitely some doubts creeping in. But this person does always think about you, Aquarius. They think about you frequently, so you are important to them. It's not like they're trying to blow you off, but they seem very confused. So let's get your advice. What is the advice here? All right, we have engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment, and deception. Someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. So someone is lying or lying to themselves about how important this relationship is. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. You guys could be mirroring each other at this time. Feel free to drop a comment and let me know who's doing what. But I do think somebody in this connection is trying to downplay how important and meaningful this connection is to them. And they're trying to hold back expressing how they truly feel to save face. All right, so there's a lot of this back and forth tug of war going on with this connection. It feels very new. It feels very rocky at this time. And then the advice here is to have a heart-to-heart conversation, to really honestly discuss your feelings with each other. I think doing so, even if you're the first one to open up, will help this other person move past whatever blockage is going on in this connection. And then at the bottom, we had release your ex. So the time has come to clear your energy. That could be for you or for this person. There could be somebody who was stuck on an ex and who had a bad habit of going back to that ex periodically. But as this current relationship with you is escalating, that's not going to fly anymore. And so there's this growth tension in this connection of we're getting to the point of now we want to be together. We want to be more serious. And so, if there was some kind of side person involved, maybe this is the point where they need to exit, or where your trust is going to break down if that's not done, right? So there's some kind of important juncture here for you and this person. Feel free to drop a comment if you have a question that you want answered in your bonus reading, and make sure to like the video. If you get lots of likes, I'll definitely do a bonus for Aquarius. So just have a heart-to-heart, really put your feelings out there. You have nothing to lose. This person's literally always thinking about you, and so they really do want this to work, and they're just pulling back because they saw you pull back. So don't hide how you truly feel is the advice, and just have a direct heart-to-heart conversation about what's going on and what made you feel what type of way, so that they can either step up and correct it or step out of your life. All right. That's all that I have for you, Aquarius. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.